Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Yeah, okay. Yes, I'm very thankful. I think it is my my seva to serve you in that way. And whenever I can do it, yes, I'm very happy, because especially by the lotus feet of all of you, because every Vaishnava is like a source from Radha. Every Vaishnava is a source from Krishna and Radha. And if we have the chance to serve, I think then it is a wonder, no? It is very rare here that we can do that. And so I'm not really, I have not the capacity to speak about, and I have no realization to say something. But by the mercy of you, from all of you, I can sing and I can be happy. Thank you.
Yes, and in this way, with the seva, you express all your feelings, so no words are needed. Because I had goosebumps.
Yeah, I can say that I have some Vaishnava friends like Suniti. So due to her, I can grow. And I have some Vaishnava friends like you, who invite me to do something for Krishna. And I think I have no other chance, because I always, in every day, I see what I'm a fallen soul. So every day I see my mind is jumping here and there. But due to some friends and due to some Vaishnava friends, I have the chance really to come on the track a little bit. So sometimes maybe we are crying in separation, so that we have a distance to Radha and Krishna, and that we are not so happy. And sometimes we are touched. When we are touched, oh, the world is happy and super. Yes, then we take it all, and we are so happy, and we can take it very good. But when we are separate from them and separate from other Vaishnavas, then we are crying. So, and then my ego is really comes sometimes in the front, and says, hey, what can I do? What can I do? How can I purify myself? How can I purify my ego? That I can serve better. And I think only, I need your blessings. I need the blessings from all of you, that I can grow. I need blessings from my friend like Suniti, from you, and so on. And without blessings, I can do nothing. So, and then I'm counting the days and the time. Oh, when will be the time that I'm finished this work here in material existence, and in the material suffering with outside things. But as long I have a little piece of ego, I have to do that. As long I have a little piece of unpure thing in myself, okay. Then I can pray only for the mercy, and I'm helpless. Maybe you can understand me, that I very often feel helpless, that I can do nothing. Then I maybe have so much resignation that I can give up to Radha and Krishna. And so maybe you can cut my ego in pieces, yes. Please finish my outside desires, yes. Please, I pray to all of you, finish my ego in 1,000 pieces and cut it like that it will serve Radha and Krishna in a good way. So, and yeah, otherwise my life is really not so good. But maybe I have the chance, really, I have the chance that I get some good association like you. Thank you. Maybe I can say once, in my beginning of Krishna consciousness, I said always to Krishna, oh, it is so painful, please, don't do so heavy with me and so on, please, take care, And later I was crying and saying, man, please, schone mich nicht, schone mich nicht, Krishna. Auch wenn's weh tut. Even when I have pain, please don't schone mich nicht, ne? So. Bitte, zerleg mein Ego in 1000 Teile, dass du mich echt endlich da nach Hause holen kannst, ne? Und dann habe ich gemerkt, okay, höchstwahrscheinlich muss ich noch 100-mal wiedergeboren werden, so. Weil ich sehe so, dass ich eben einfach sonst unter Stress stehe halt, ne? So, ich denke dann immer so, ich müsste das alles schon erledigt haben und geschafft haben und so weiter. Aber wenn ich ganz ehrlich bin, glaube ich so, dass ich höchstwahrscheinlich nochmal wiederkommen muss ein paar Mal, bis dass ich das wirklich geschafft habe. Oder ich kriege die Mercy endlich von euch. So, weißt du. Oder ich habe endlich wirklich tiefe, wirkliche Freunde, wirkliche, ehrliche Freunde, deren Bedürfnis es ist, ne, miteinander uns voranzubringen. So, ne. Dafür bete ich wirklich. Ich habe einfach, manchmal fühle ich mich da einsam und verlassen in mir. Und bin so ein Einzelkämpfer an der Front. Und denke so, wann wird der Tag kommen, wo die Gnade bei mir ankommt, wo Gurudev seine Erweiterung, seine spirituelle Erweiterung vor mir offenbart, um mir zu zeigen, wer ich wirklich bin.
Dear Madhuri, in English, you want to translate it?
Yes, maybe you can translate it. I don't know. I was speaking now from my heart.
Yeah, it came, everything flowed from your heart, so I didn't stop you. So, just there's the echo. So our dear Madhu praying that all give love and mercy to them. And actually, I think there's still the echo. Sorry.
I don't have echo here.
And when I was listening to your words, Madhuri, I was feeling all in this helpless position that alone we cannot do it. I can't do anything alone. So being a warrior on my own is very difficult to go through this material world. But all together we can do it. We can share and help each other. And like this beautiful spiritual family helps each other. And so we can grow and we are supported. Yeah. Thank you. So sweet, your sharing.
Yes, thank you very much. And I don't have like to take too much room now. No. And, because when I get a little bit humble, yes, I love hearing.
So thank you again, Madhuri, and I will always try to catch you that you come and sing for us. And thank you so much for coming. I know you were very busy this weekend, but so thank you so much. And I welcome all of you. Today we will read together from Vilapa Kusumanjail, the verse 72. I don't know if translation are set. I think for German translation we have nobody today, but perhaps Japanese translation somebody need. Otherwise we can start, and I would love to come back to the verse 71. Like 3 or 4 weeks ago, we read together the verse 71, And actually this verse 72 is following, is the continuing of the verse 71. So I just want to come back to a paragraph. I will tell you exactly where, so that we can dive again in this feeling and mood and this beautiful picture, these beautiful words from Baba were painted in our hearts. And then we continue with verse 72. So for the translators or for everybody who has the book in front, in my edition, it's page 276. So just the page before the verse 72. And first, Vanchakalpatarupyacha, Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. And as always, everybody is welcome to join, share from the heart, and stop me whenever you like, and share with us your feelings. So it's a paragraph where it's starting with after eager Radha and Krishna. So from the verse 71. After eager Radha and Krishna meet and embrace each other, Tulasi seats them on a jewel throne on the courtyard of the Kunja. Understanding their feelings, Tulasi had entered the Kunja and had prepared a bed of jasmine flowers there. Although it is summer, all the other 5 seasons stand by to serve whenever necessary. Time, the sky, the wind, the sun, and the moon all stand by to serve the Leela. There is no dead matter in Vraj whatsoever. Everything and everyone serves the Leela. The last time we were talking about this, how wonderful it is that in Vraj, there's no dead matter. Nothing is dead. Everything is alive. Everything has a purpose and is serving Radha and Krishna in the beautiful Leelas to increase the love and the feelings. And then I would like to continue with the paragraph where it's written, Tulasi has covered the bed. Tulasi has covered the bed, which she made of the petals of jasmine flowers, with a thin sheet, so that it will not fall apart, while Radha and Krishna make love there. It is a single bed, with a single pillow, also made of fresh flower petals. Why a single pillow? That will be understood when the Yugala Kishora lies down there. The picture of that pastime had appeared in the Manjari's mind beforehand. She will take the Yugala Kishora to that bed. Cupid gives joy to the Yugala here. Therefore, this place is called Madana Sukara Kunja. Tulasi takes Shyam and Swamini into the Kunja, and when she comes outside, she calls Swamini Shashimukhi, moon-faced girl. The moon with spots on his surface is called Shashi. Why did Tulasi compare Swamini's spotless moon-like face with the stained globe of the moon? When Tulasi goes to make the bed, Swamini casts a glance at Shyam's face in such a way that Shyam becomes greedy and kisses her eye. This leaves a black stain of eyeliner on Shyam's lip. Seeing this, Swamini smirks, making her cheeks blossom with it. Greatly attracted to the beauty of that cheek, Nagara kisses it once more and thus leaves a stain of kajal on it. And that's why Swamini is addressed as Shashimukhi, or stained, moon-faced in this verse. So that this was to give like an introduction now, to get back in this feeling, to see the picture, and now to go together to the verse 72. Perhaps someone want to share something on what we just heard? Or otherwise I continue. So verse 72. Oh, Kanaka Gauri, golden girl, can I carefully and happily massage your lotus feet, while Sri Rupa Manjari massages the lotus feet of the Prince of Raj, Krishna, in whose arm you have placed your head. I repeat the verse. Oh, Kanaka Gauri, golden girl, can I carefully and happily massage your lotus feet, while Sri Rupa Manjari massages the lotus feet of the Prince of Raja, Krishna, in whose arm you have placed your head. Notes. In his Svarupa Vesha, Sri Raghunatha makes a bed of flowers for the Sri Yugala to play on in the Madana Sukada Kunja, and then he brings them to the bed. Although the bed is made of stemless flowers, it will be able to tolerate the powerful motion of the lovemaking. When the aspirants greedily hear, chant about, and meditate on the expertise in devotional service of the eternally perfect kinkaris, they will become qualified to enter into Manjari Bhava Sadhana. Say Gopi Bhavamrita, Yara Loba Hoy, Veda Dharma Loka, Tyaji Se Krishne Bhajai, von Chaitanya Charitamrita. Anyone who becomes greedy for the nectar of Gopi Bhava will give up social and Vedic dogmas to worship Krishna. Devotional practice must be mainly in allegiance to the Anugamya. A person who worships in allegiance to the gopis is called an Anugamya Gopijana, and the practitioner of Manjari Bhav is a gopi who follows Sri Rupa Manjari and Rati Manjari Gopijana. The aspirants should lay the ground in their hearts for the cultivation of Gopi Bhav. And a new Raganuga devotee who is not blissfully and easily able to get a clear vision of his Siddhadeha, or who has difficulties with the practice of Smarana, should first of all hear and chant the glories of Gopi Bhava, anxiously pray for Gopi Bhava, and strengthen the cultivation of Gopi Bhava within his heart by hearing, chanting, and remembering the verses of Srila Rupa Goswami's Utkalika Valari and Karpanya Panjika Stotram, Sri Dasa Goswami's Vilapa Kusumanjail, and Sri Thakura Mahashaya's Prema Bhakti Chandrika, and Pratana. I would like to stop here, and perhaps somebody can explain about this paragraph, that I understand it in the right way. What I feel is like, and please correct me, that it's a good foundation that we develop first Gopi Bhav, and then we go to the next step. Or perhaps Suniti Didi, you can help us to explain a little bit more about, if you feel.
Radhe Radhe. So what I have learned from Gurudev, what is the meaning of Gopi Bhav? We know the goal is to be a Dasi of Srimati Radhika. But Gopi Bhav means to develop soul consciousness in this regard. Soul consciousness is the awareness that I am eternal, spirit soul, and that the divine Lord, or my Swamini, is my origin. So I am not this body. I'm a spiritual being, and I should become aware of this 24 hours a day. That is the level of Gopi Bhav. If I am in my bodily consciousness, it will be very difficult to understand the Leelas of Radha Mohan. Because what happens in bodily consciousness is that I project my human behavior, my human understanding on them and on all their activities. To avoid that, it is very important that we practice Gopi Bhav, means that we practice our consciousness, who we are. Gurudev explaining this with Sambandha Gyan. It is Sanatana Goswami who's giving the Sambandha Gyan, who's asking Lord Chaitanya in Chaitanya Charitamrita, who am I? Ke ami? And then Lord Chaitanya is explaining, you are the soul. So also in our daily life, in all activities, what may come to remember, I am an eternal servant. I belong to that, spiritual energy, that superior energy of Krishna. And who is that superior energy of Krishna? That is very nicely explained also in Bhagavad Gita, where Srila Prabhupada says, usually the living entity belongs to the marginal energy. Means we have a neutral position. We are tatashta. We can choose whether I want to, belong to the material energy and enjoy my body and my senses there, or I want to be serving the Lord and my Swamini in the spiritual existence. So usually we are somehow always in between, what Gurudev calls ping pong, like playing table tennis. Sometimes I want to be a very good devotee, and sometimes I want to enjoy my senses. I want to be the body. So how do we get out of it? This marginal ping pong situation? Of course, like Madhuri says, we need the mercy of the Vaishnavas, of Gurudev. We need to pray for that. But also, we have to understand that our normal position, Prabhupada says in the last sentence of Bhagavad Gita, is in the pleasure, in the service of the pleasure-giving potency. So means we want to come to our normal position by practicing Manjari Bhav. But this we can only understand and practice by purifying my existence to come to the soul level, or called also Gopi Bhav. Gopi Bhav means I am female, I am Prakriti, and I serve the Supreme Lord. And then by the good fortune of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we have now the chance to even develop it further. Not only developing soul consciousness, but developing Dasi consciousness. I'm not only an eternal soul in the service of the Lord, and I want to be a good soul, I want to please the Lord, but by the mercy of the Lord, at one point, when I have assigned, Gurudev always gives that example, I am assigning, I make a contract. Yes, I want to really this lifetime, please, my dear Lord, let me serve you, let me do what I can do to become conscious again, not to live in the manovritti of the senses, of the highest sense, the mind, but live in the chitta vritti, in my spiritual consciousness of who I am. And yes, I have heard I am a servant. I serve the divine. But what kind of service do I have? What kind of relationship I want? And that is the process that Rupa Goswami is given by giving us Abhideya Gyan, the process that the soul now who has assigned by the mercy of Krishna is sent into the association of dasis, of Srimati Radhika's dasis, who are helping this soul to come out of the material bondage and to grow into their Svarup, their eternal spiritual existence, their eternal spiritual form. Gurudev, do you agree with this? Is this okay, Gurudev? What is that?
Beautiful. Radha.
Gopi Bhav, Gurudev. You want to add something so we can become really fixed? And what is the meaning of Gopi Bhav before we become dasis?
Gopi Bhav means to know my soul, and I start living in soul. Then we need super soul. We need super soul means Krishna. And Manjari Bhav means when soul knows the form by the mercy of Radharani, by kripa of the Rasik Vaishnava, Rasik Guru, when we got the form of the soul, that is Manjari. Simple difference. If I believe in soul, we will be always like Krishna. 90% people you will see, he is not even living in Krishna. 90% who not live in the soul consciousness, sometime he visit, so he has the Krishna on. Soul can only reach super soul, not more than that. And one soul got the mercy to be associated with the Rasikas, and they got the mercy with that way. They got the form from the Radharani through Rasika. Radharani gave to Rasikas, our Guru Manjari, this form, because he also Dasi of Radhika. This way, my Dasi of Radhika, my Gurudev, he gave me, by the instruction of Radharani, me Sarup. This Sarup is not by the creation of the Gurudev, is the mercy of Radhika who she received from Radhika and giving to me. And this is the easiest process. If I want to live in this practice, then automatically from the Gopi Bhav we come to the Manjari Bhav. But we have to be female nature. We have to be Prakriti, not enjoyer. Then it's possible. The nature of enjoyer cannot be a Gopi.
Right.
Unless, if my desire is still to enjoy something, I cannot be Gopi. I cannot be a female. Gopi means female. I am in male consciousness. I have a female body, but I am still male because enjoyment tendency is not going from me. So this is the first step to know the soul, to know the super soul. This way I relate with him and I slowly start living in the soul consciousness. And that soul consciousness is a Prakriti nature. Simple. When I come to the Prakriti nature, that I am a female, then I am not enjoyer. Is enjoyed by enjoyer. But the Radhika, Dasi, no interested for this. Radha Dasi is interested only to the happiness of Radhika. That is the different stage of consciousness. Enjoyer is a Gopi Bhav. Still desire is there to enjoy. to receive the enjoyer, to satisfy, enjoy it with him, but it's not much. Is a basic. Is for Manjari one stage higher. Manjari to be in a Swarup. That is the higher. Soul cannot be personal without form of mind. Personal relation cannot grow without my form, with my Ishtadev, with my Guru. That very deep subject. Nobody share you because you all are Rasik. You help me to develop my nature, to develop my practice. So I share you.
Wow.
You are helping me, so my responsibility to help you to understand that is a conclusion of the Shastra. Conclusion of Gaudiya Vaishnavism is this. Conclusion of Rag Bhakti is this.
Jai Ho Gurudev, we are so lucky to listen this from you. Thank you. We are very, very lucky. I understand this more and more how lucky we are to listen this.
Radha Dasi and Gopi cannot be same at one time.
No.
Radha Dasi is for Radha and Gopi is for Krishna.
Yes.
They are Adik Sneha, too much with Krishna thinking. And Radha Dasi only thinking Radhika. That is one nature of Radha Dasi and Gopi. Also. What influences you? If the Krishna influences you, means still there is a Gopi inside.
Krishna Rakti.
Krishna. Adik Sneha. Visam Sneha. Sam Sneha. Adik Sneha means Radha. More for me important. Krishna. Visam Sneha means Krishna is more important. And Sam Sneha means
Sakhi Bhav.
So there also, here also.
Thank you so much, Gurudev, for sharing, and Suniti also for sharing and clarifying everything. Thank you so much. So we continue. Sri Dasa Goswami writes that the main means to live in Vraja and to serve the Sri Yugala there is to remember Sri Rupa and Sanatana with love. Mana Shiksha 3. O mind, listen. If you want to live in Vraja with great love, birth after birth, and if you want to attain the service of the useful couple of Vraja, Radha Krishna, then always lovingly remember and honor Sri Swarupa Damodara, Sri Rupa Goswami and his devotees, as well as his older brother Sanatana Goswami. By always remembering them, one's Swarupa Vesha will become strong and swallow one's external consciousness. Vraja Vihari Sri Krishna makes even those who do not know how to love, love. With the sweetness of his flute playing, the sweetness of his form, the sweetness of his pastimes, and the sweetness of his love, he infuses prema even within the trees, the vines, the animals, the birds, the stones and the water. Indeed, Govinda's matchless sweetness maddens all the moving and non-moving living entities. So here we hear it again, that all the entities are important, the moving and the non-moving. As we heard before, everybody is serving the Leela, and everything, every living or non-living entity is full of prem, so full of love, full of Radhika, because she is prem and she is the love who is making Mohan so sweet and loving. In the Kunja, there is a bed made of fresh petals and a pillow made of flowers. Shyamasundara keeps his head on this pillow, while Swamini uses Vrajendra Nandana's left arm as her pillow. So just close your eyes and imagine this beautiful scene, how Shyam, our Mohan, is lying, Swamini's Mohan is lying on this single bed with a single pillow, and she is lying in his left arm. Also, I was wondering why it's especially written left arm. When we see Radha and Mohan on the altar, Swamini is always on Mohan's left side. And I was just thinking also the left side is the female side, the right side is the male side, and the left side is where you can hear and feel the heart. So she's lying on Mohan's left side and can hear his heartbeat or feel. Perhaps somebody wants to share something, some feelings about this. Radhe Radhe, Gurudev, can you say something more about Shyama Sundara keeps his head on this pillow while Swamini uses Vrajendra Nandana's left arm as her pillow?
Yes. So there is one pillow. Open.
It's open.
There is one pillow. Why? There is no two pillow. And why small bed is there? Because they can be very close, and Swami can use the arms of the Krishna as a pillow. This is the love in between Radha and Krishna. This beyond understanding how much love, Goddess of love, want to give love to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who forget his supremacy and become cowboy. That is supremacy. What is that? What touch? अरे भाई तुम माइक तो नीति मशीन बंद small नीति. She cannot mute mic.
Sri Rupa Manjari has lovingly given Tulasi the service of massaging Radhika's lotus feet, while she herself sits on the bed and massages Vrajendra Nandana's lotus feet. This is also sweet because, and please help me also if I say something wrong, but it's like the older Manjari is always taking care of the younger Manjaris. So she gives, also Sri Rupa Manjari gives the service to Tulasi, and to introduce her or to say, hey, you are close to our Radharani, to our Radha Swamini, and you do this service, and I will take over another service in this scene. She starts to massage Mohan's lotus feet. But this is so sweet because the older Manjaris are always taking care of the younger Manjaris and helping them to get seva and to learn and to be close to Swamini. Or?
Yes, right. And also Rupa Manjari is Guru Manjari of Rati Manjari or Tulsi Manjari. So we see that by the mercy of Guru Manjari, service is given. Service in this world, in our sadhaka deha, guidance, service, correction, affection, and also service and guidance and all the friendship they have in the spiritual bodies in their service to Radha, Shri Radha Mohan. We see that they are completely fixed in making them happy. And they are one in their feelings. Baba says they are one in feeling them, in being with them. And that's why Shri Radha Mohan, they don't mind their manjaris to be close to them while they are in loving exchanges. They are massaging the feet. They are sometimes also untangling the hair. They are doing all kinds of service there that are needed for the situation. They give something to drink. They give all the comforts that they need. Therefore, it is important for us also, while we are practicing this mood of, like Gurudev said, feminine behavior. We don't want to control a situation. We don't want to control anything. We just give our aspirations, our feelings to serve. And first of all, we want to learn how to feel the feelings of our Guru Manjari, of our sisters, to feel what they need, to feel what service needs to be done, and to become more and more sensitive in all situations. What is it that my Gurudev wants me to learn, wants me to realize? What is, my desire? Is my desire strong enough that Guru Manjari is taking care of me? Or am I more floating in the realm of Tatashta? Then this will also be okay. Because love is very volunteer, right? It is not coming by pressure. Love is coming by love, by flowing and feeling similar feelings. So in this case, Rupa Manjari and Rati Manjari are living together very closely in the realm of the Kunj now. They are sharing services, and Rupa Manjari is giving also chance to Rati Manjari to do very beautiful, close service.
Thank you, Suniti. It is so sweet. So this is also what we can see when we are in Munga Mandir and we get some service from Gurudev. And also our sisters and brothers are helping us in this service. Or sometimes perhaps we are struggling, and in my case, then the mind is coming and the ego is coming and saying all kind of crazy things to myself. And then another sister or brother is helping me. I exchange my feelings and worries, and just a warm embrace, a loving hug, a sweet word. Or I go to Gurudev and he just feels, and he's giving his love and unconditional love. And yeah, and this is what you said, Suniti, so sweet, that everything is very loving. And even if we are perhaps sometimes also somebody's chastising us, Gurudev or an older brother or sister in our Sangha, and we can just learn, but it's always out of love. It's not like in the material world I experienced in my childhood or other experiences, or in the school. It was always with pressure. And this is what we can learn with Gurudev and in our Sangha, that we can relax, and it's coming from the heart and out of love. And then I can accept it better. I'm not like a rebellion child still I am, but I can accept perhaps criticism in another way so that I can really grow step by step.
Yes, this is actually the difference. This kind of criticism that might come, that is also Radharani's mercy, Nitai's mercy. Because when we take everything as personal, then also I have to learn to take this as personal. It might come in different channels through different persons. But if it's one thing that I am learning from Gurudev, is that to see in everyone also the divine, because I am a soul, everyone else is a soul, that is for sure. But also, especially those who are on the path of Radha Dasyam, they are servants of Srimati Radhika, servants of Nitai, of Gauranga, and they all are representatives. We have to also honor them like that, and we have to be very conscious not to be in the judgmental platform, or if I am, then to quickly come out of it again, to come in my soul consciousness, and then to see again as a Dasi, to feel that everything that comes is a jewel behind it, and it is also Srimati Radhika's mercy to guide us all, to guide me into that direction. And when the ego is screaming, then always try to come back to that Dasi Bhav. Thank you, Swamini. Thank you, Gurudev. Thank you, Guru Manjari. I want to learn in this situation with your help.
We continue. After they have made love, Radha and Mohan lie down facing each other on their single bed, sweetly smiling and looking at each other and whispering so many romantic words to each other. Sometimes they dash against each other while they speak to each other. They have lost notice that the maidservants are massaging their feet. Rupa and Tulasi understand their mood and softly massage their feet while listening to their sweet words and looking at their sweet forms. Here, the Manjaris are clearly in advantage over the Sakis, for they can render such intimate services without shame. Perhaps we should also stop here for a moment, and if somebody wants to share something about the scene, some feelings. Radha and Mohan are so absorbed in their loving exchange, and just imagine this scene, like Tulasi is massaging and her Guru Manjari both are massaging the lotus feet of the Yugala Kishore, and they are so absorbed that they don't feel the massage. They feel it, but it's so, they would feel it if they stop. Also, this will come later. So how expertly they are in this massaging the feet. If somebody is massaging the feet of somebody else, and this person is not feeling it but this person would feel it if they stop. It's hard to explain in my words. I cannot explain it. How an expertly service. This means that they are massaging so softly, so sweet, that with so much care and love, that they are not, was heißt denn stören? Disturbing? Yeah, they are not disturbing the exchange of the Yugala Kishore, of Radha and Mohan. And, and Radha and Mohan feel so comfortable around the Manjaris. And here's written that this is the clearly advantage that the Manjaris have over the Sakis. And often we heard Gurudev sharing about this, that only the Manjaris can be so close, give so intimate service, because Radha feels so comfortable, and automatically Mohan will also feel comfortable if Radha is comfortable. Because she knows in front of her manjaris, in front of her babies, she is not ashamed. She has not to hide anything. The manjaris will not laugh about her like perhaps the Sakis will do. So she can be natural. And yeah.
This is all about the oneness. It's all called also pranay. This oneness, it is between Radha and Mohan. And to be the servant of Radha and Mohan in their most private moments is also necessary that there is this pranay between the manjaris, this oneness in the feelings, in the hearts. And Srila Narottam Das Thakur is explaining also in Prema Bhakti Chandrika in the purport that, or Baba, actually it's Baba's purport. It's that they are Avesh Murtis. They are forms of their own loving feelings. And of course we have heard that Rupa Manjari is the bud-like form of Srimati Radhika. And Rati Manjari, she is the form of that special Rati, that special attachment and deep, deep feeling of passion that Srimati Radhika is having for Mohan. So they are both embodiments of these love particles of Srimati Radhika's heart. And that's why they can serve in these private moments with the deep feeling of pranay, the deep feeling of belonging to Swamini and her Mohan, serving them according to the time, place, and circumstances, and feeling non-different from them in a way, especially because they are Swamini's dasis, feeling non-different from Swamini and always fixed on her desires. So whatever Swamini desires, the Manjari will embody. And they embody it in their words, in their feelings, and in their loving action. That is our role models, to also become like them, loyal, one-pointed, selfless, sweet, and practice this in this world and in the next, in their own presence, whenever they feel, our Guru Manjari feels that we are ready to go for the next step, to come into our services that are in a way also practiced here. So we practice that on our human levels, but we practice it with a consciousness of eternal Dasi, female in our forms, female in our feelings, in our consciousness, and always making everyone else happy.
Thank you, Sumiti, so sweet. Gurudev, you want perhaps to share something about this topic? We cannot hear you, Gurudev.
Other will share.
So here, the Manjaris are clearly an advantage over the Sakis, for they can render such intimate services without shame. Tulasi and Rupa deeply relish the sweetness of the Yugala's erotic pastimes. Heri Duhu Lavani, Duhu Sambhashana Shuni, Saki Anki Shravana Yudaya. I see their beauty and I hear their words that please the ears and the eyes of the Sakis. In the presence of the Sakis, there is some hesitation, but the Manjaris are non-different from the Yugala in feeling, so they feel no hesitation at all. So this is what you just said, Sumiti Didi, about the manjaris, that they are not different from Radha in feelings, and that they can feel her and Radha's Mohan, and what they need when they are together, or also when they are separated. And this is also sweet to hear or to read. So they feel no hesitation at all. Yeah, they are not afraid because they are so intimate, so close to Radha, and they always know what to do. They don't hesitate one millisecond. They always know what to do, when to do service. And the difference to the Sakis, they have some hesitation. So, okay, sorry, I said it wrong. In the presence of the Sakis, there is some hesitation. Yes, this means that if the Sakis are there, Radha and Mohan can never behave like when they are alone with the manjaris. And, but when they are with the manjaris, there is no hesitation. Sorry, I said something. I was confused with them. But yeah, there is no hesitation, I think, for Radha and Krishna, and no hesitation feeling also from the manjari side. So, I don't know if someone wants to add something. So, Devi Didi, you feel something to share?
I love your reading and I love your sharing. And I love this topic of hesitating and not hesitating. Perhaps the gopis would also like to do this intimate service. They are longing for this, holding the feet of Kishora, Yugala Kishore in their hands. And they know, oh, okay, sorry, we are not allowed. But they are full of grace to this manjaris. Wow, this little girl is so beautiful. They do their seva. Wow, they appreciate them so very much. It's so playful. There's such a happy mood. And the birds are laughing and there's so intense fragrance and the clouds are colliding and bang. Colliding, they're crashing. Some lightning stars. All seasons are together. Perhaps some snow on these blossoming flowers, glittering. And the moon is there, laughing. Sorry, perhaps better.
Thank you, Sudevi, so sweet. I just imagine this picture. Oh, it's so warm. They need some fresh, and some snow is falling to cool them down. Yeah, as we read before, in the verse before, all seasons are serving. So what they need. Yeah. Suniti?
I was just feeling we need these persons in our lives also. Now we need this closeness, feeling close to each other, feeling close on the path to becoming a manjari, to being a manjari, to feeling like a manjari. We need these close friends. We need these close relationships, because without that relation, it is very sad. We need good friends on the path. Here comes another manjari jumping in. So yes, we need this deep relationships, deep appreciation, and daring to be close, daring to be very friendly and feelingly. That is very important also. That's why I like always Gurudev when he said, I don't want anyone to be a monk. We need to be normal persons. We need to be small and feeling very natural in our small happiness, to be small, to be feminine, and to feel these deep relationships with one another, and to meet in this intimacy and exchange also very lovingly. because this is what is happening here in this world and also in the service of Sri Radha Mohan. And we are trained by our Guru Manjari to be like that, to behave like that. And also we are shaped. We are always singing the Guru Vandanas, and there's one very nice song, and it says, "Oh Gurudev, make me like you are." What does it mean? I want to feel your feelings. Please let me be close to you. Let me not have my ego in between. The male ego of wanting to control or enjoy or any kind of judgments that is made from the mental platform. But let me feel you. Let me serve you as you like and not as I feel I should do, or I should concoct, or I should, control my life. And then there is also a guru. No, Gurudev, please, you take me and make me like you, and you also help me in this world and in the next. Radhe.
Very sweet, Suniti Didi. And please, Gauravani, if you can share, this was exactly what I felt when you were jumping in the picture and I observed that you are all together. This is exactly what I feel, that you are meeting often, you are supporting the Sangha in Germany. When I observed this is really, really sweet. All the Sanghas also in Japan and in Italy, in Russia, everywhere. You are meeting and helping each other to grow. And yeah. So if you have something to share, Gauravani, please.
The Jugala Kishore.
Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Gurudev, Jai all Vaishnavas, my obeisances and loving hearts. Sorry, I just really jumped in because we had some meeting downstairs also, and I don't know what is the topic. So we just with Vishwadev, I just said goodbye with the words that in the spiritual sky, actually, all different rasas are together at one place. So this was actually just one point. We left each other like that. So even in that situation, it is very good to have a connection because everything is serving Radha. Everything. People may know or may not know. They may think, yes, I am a friend of Krishna or I am this and that. But without Radharani, no one is anything. No one is anything. Because Radharani is actually always the Speerspitze, what's it called?
The top.
The tip of the top.
The tip of the
tip
arrow.
Of the top. For all rasas. So without her, there is no connection. Because she is the connection. She is actually the connection of all different ragas, rasas. Everything comes together with her. So it's very important for us actually to, in Manjari Bhav, we want to reach that point that we are completely fixed on Radharani's service. So this we can only do if we actually fix on the point, and that means we cannot be two different parts or three different parts or something like this. It's not possible. We have to be like one whole instrument of love. Of course, everyone is a small instrument itself, but also it's working together because we are all part and parcels of Radharani, and in Radharani we come together, all. So actually this should be our doing every day, how we can actually connect in love with everyone, no matter from what consciousness this person is driven. We should actually try to fix it in that way. Because only Manjaris can do these miracles, because only through the mercy of the Manjaris before us, like our Gurudev, and like the Acharyas, only through their mercy we can connect we can connect ourselves and all the others. And this is a miracle. I was just in this meeting and we spoke about prasadam distribution, and we also said that in prasadam, actually, things come together. Because prasadam means the mercy. And the mercy is there for everyone, isn't it? So Radharani's mercy is there for everyone. So let us be the ones who bring that mercy, because we got it. Our Gurudev is giving us this mercy, although I can say I'm not at all qualified to get it. But anyway, he's giving. He's distributing freely. So I take what I can and try to give it to others, because this is the beginning and the end, the mercy, the kripa of our Swamini, the kripa of our parampara, and the kripa of Gurudev. So let us try to give this to everyone in a way which fits to the person, what he can take. And we can see that this ends up in such a wonderful scene, like they are making a bed together. For whom? If we just meditate on that, for whom? There is Radharani herself who wants to serve her beloved in the most sweet, loving way. And we can be there. We can be part of that. Like Gurudev is now. And I hope one day he will drag me there and say, okay, now look what is happening, and learn. So we want to end up like this when we see that Vachendanandana's left arm is a pillow for Swamini, and we can massage the lotus feet. I hope it was from any sentence.
Perfect.
Thank you so much, Gauravani, for the nectar. I just repeat the last sentence. In the presence of the Sakis, there is some hesitation, but the Manjaris are non-different from the Yugala in feeling, so they feel no hesitation at all. In the appendix of his Prita Sandarbha, Srila Jiva Goswami has written, "May the great sweetness and beauty of Vrindavana's desire tree of bliss, named Radha Madhava, which is maintained, grown, and ecstatically witnessed by the Sakis, who are hoping for the blissful relish of its flowers and fruits, delight me. The Manjaris can truly relish the intense beauty of this desire tree of bliss." So here again, we hear about the big difference and the very high or the highest position of the Manjaris, because they can truly relish the intense beauty, and the Sakis, they are hoping. So yeah, here we can always also see the difference between the Sakis and the Manjaris. The Sakis, they are aesthetically witnessing, and the Manjaris are involved. They are in the service. Please help, Sugiti.
No, you just continue reading, please.
Sri Gaurasundara has descended especially to distribute these fruits to even the lowest wretch in this material world. Therefore, Sri Jiva writes in the next verse, "All glories to Sri Krishna in the form of Sri Chaitanya, who descended to this world to distribute the devotion of this loving kind to even the most fallen souls, thus giving them his shelter." What could be a what could be a more deplorable thing than that the people of this age would be deprived of this great gift of Sri Gaurasundara.
Reverse.
Swamini becomes languid, rasa lasa, of relishing shyam rasa, relishing erotic rasa, or tasting the nectar of making love with shyam. Slowly, the yugala becomes immersed in an ocean of blissful relish. The maidservant stares at the divine pair without blinking, totally absorbed in relishing their sweetness. This is also very sweet that there's written without blinking, because if you blink, then you cannot see. So even if it's just this millisecond when you close your eyes, the eyelids goes down. So they try to stare to keep the eyes open, that they don't miss 1 millisecond of seeing the beautiful divine pair. And Sri Radhika feels no shame before her maidservants, and that makes them specially dear to her. You want to share something, Vaniti? Or?
Yes, I just want to say how beautiful it is that how the dasis are taking care, and how the Radha Mohan are drunk. And when somebody is drunk, they need a lot of help. So the dasis are so lucky that they get this remnants of their drunkenness in love. And that is also very sweet meditation. And why no blinking of the eye? Because the manjaris, they feel also what Swamini feels. And Swamini is Rasa Lasa, means she is flowing in so many feelings that she cannot even speak properly anymore. And the manjaris, they are also now very fixed, because they need to protect and serve Swamini according to what she needs in this honey wine situation, right? There's a wine in this material world. We want to drink wine to become a little bit loosened. And then there is the higher taste that is divine. And now we are in the honey wine. So that's Radha Mohan's drunkenness in honey wine, in the sweet exchanges. And the manjaris are especially aware now of this vulnerability. They are also very conscious that what they need now, what is our service, and how we can be of any support. That is a very sweet situation. And always so sensitive, and always so feelingly in the oneness with Srimati Radhika.
Thank you. Sri Radhika feels no shame before her maidservants, and that makes them especially dear to her. She can trust them completely. Sri Radhika is called Kanaka Gauri in this verse, because she has become spotlessly pure after she gave up all personal pride and submitted herself to her lover. After the Yugala Kishora fall asleep, Tulasi thinks, what if I get up and stop massaging? They may wake up. So she remains absorbed in gazing at the nectarian vision of Radha and Mohan's sweetness. Tulasi keeps the lotus feet of her beloved Swamini on her lap and massages them with her hair, for that is softer than with the bare hands. Suddenly, the vision vanishes. Ha, Kanaka Gauri! Where are now these lotus feet of yours? And when can I take these lotus feet on my chest and softly massage them in topmost bliss. From Sri Haripada Shila. Madana Mohana lies down on a bed of jasmine flowers, while most beautiful Sri Rupa Manjari presses, massages his feet with her hands. Listen, O beautiful formed golden girl, when you put your head, which adorns your body, to rest in the rope-like arm of the Lord of your life, you finally fall asleep. Here I want to stop for a moment, because this word to rest in the rope-like arm of Mohan. So also this beautiful picture, like Swamini is lying on the left side of Mohan on his arm, and he is embracing her. So Radha feels so safe and peaceful lying in Mohan's arms. And the word rope-like means that he's holding her very tight, very strong, and he's like binding her to him, and she can fall asleep. And when can you really fall asleep? When you feel totally relaxed and safe and peaceful, and you're really quiet inside. So she feels so secure and loved in Mohan's embrace.
May I ask, is there perhaps a play of words considering rope-like arms, because the gunas are the ropes, and the arms of Krishna are the real ropes which should bind us? Is it too far?
You are right. His arm is like a rope. It's not good to think for him. It's not good to know him. You don't need to love him. You don't need to be close to him. Because when you go close, he binds with his rope of hand, his love rope. It's not good to be close to him. By mistake, you happen, he will bind you. Over. So, say to outsider, anyone who is not, he's a clever, then not go near to Krishna, because his hand is like a rope, will bind it in his love. Radhe. You are so beautiful.
Listen, O beautiful formed golden girl, when you put your head, which adorns your body, to rest in the rope-like arm of the Lord of your life, you finally fall asleep. O Radhe, Shyam's beloved, when can I most blissfully massage your feet and look at your moon-like faces while you enjoy such blissful pastimes? Here ends the verse 72. Can just repeat one more time the verse. O Kanaka Gori, golden girl, can I carefully and happily massage your lotus feet, while Sri Rupa Manjari massages the lotus feet of the Prince of Raja, Krishna, in whose arm you have placed your head. Jai Shri Radha.
This is not a Manjari bhav to massage the feet of Krishna. It's not a Manjari bhav. Our Acharya, Rupa Anuga, we are Rupa Anuga, and Rupa Goswami is doing this. It's surprising that why he is massaging the feet of Krishna. Because there is reason behind that. He entered Rupa Goswami first in the room, and he know his Rati Manjari, Raghunath is also coming behind me. If he start massaging the feet of Radhika, then Radhika will say, go and massage the feet of Krishna, because Rupa is massaging feet. So he goes, and for Rati Manjari, he gives the place of Radhika and he starts massaging the feet of Krishna. This is the inner feeling, how Gurudev merciful to us, that he take what is not his duty to do for his disciples, for his lower manjaris who is under him. Because if he will massage the feet of Krishna, then there is a free place for Radhika massage. So this is the Guru Kripa. He take all the pain to give the benefit and facilities to his disciples. Radhe Radhe. Thank you. Radhe Radhe.
Wow, Gurudev, thank you. Radhe.
Radhe Radhe. Yeah. Radhe. Dandavad.
Thank you, Gurudev. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing. Everybody, thank you so much.
Thank you all and love to you.
Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe.
Shakti, very nice. Thank you for your choice and nice guidance. Here's also someone who wants to say thank you.
Radhe Radhe.
Wonderful to see you there. Oh, and the good association. So sweet. And
What I want to say, Radhe,
yes, Radhe.
say to her that she has to come in gate number 5.
Yes, Katharina, she's here. Gate number 5. Yes. 5.
Outside, where
Outside.
the taxi, then you will see the board, Muger Mandir. Then you shake your hand and go there to the car with your luggage. If you get the other gate, then it will be difficult to find your car. Gate number 5.
Yes, Katharina, say yes, yes.
Yes.
And it will be fine, because your 8:30 is flight coming, so half an hour after car will be there. 9, because it will take half an hour to take the luggage and
Okay.
passport clearance and other things. Maybe 45 minutes. So then they will wait for you. Understand? 9 car will come. This because you are first time traveling, so I say you that. Radhe. Radhe Radhe Go.